Hi, welcome back. I haven't been here for a while, and if you found your way here, you're obviously also lost. So, first things first, to get it off, I've had a really busy time. I'm in college, if you didn't know, I'm a math major and a German minor, so it's been kind of hectic trying to learn the language and trying to do all my math classes, so I've been out of here. But now I'm back. I'm here. Hi. Hello. Um, I just really wanted to film this. I'm going to be doing the beauty consumer tag that was originally done by Nineties LoveChild. I've been subscribed to her forever. I saw Emily Hanhan do this video and I want to do it. So I'm back. I'm here. I have no makeup on, absolutely nothing, not even my brows. So don't pay attention. And my hair is also wet, but my skincare's on. I'm glowing. Do we got us? No. I have such bad acne. But anyway, back to the point. That's the tag I'm going to be doing today. I'm so excited to do it. If you want to learn more about me and my consumer problems in this capitalist hellhole, stay tuned. So the very first question of this tag is, how much do you spend on makeup a year? And I know this because I keep track of it. I'm a very tight budgeter. I'm a math major, so numbers are my thing. I love to know where my money's going, where it's coming from. I'm a big budgeter. I use all sorts of spreadsheets and stuff to keep track of everything. I can break down exactly how much I spent on palettes versus replacements versus it's a whole shebang. But anyway, overall this year I've spent $360 on makeup, which is it's okay. I mean, it's not the most, but it's not the least either. I've really built up my collection this year because it's the first time I've really been into makeup. And I've always admired it, but from afar, and now I'm trying to get all the essentials. So now I think that I have all the things I want, I should really quit. 360 divided by 12, I don't know, someone can work that out. But it's a lot of money. It feels like a lot of money. Question 2. Do you ever feel guilty about how much you spend on makeup? Hell yeah. I didn't have a lot of money growing up, and I still don't because I'm a college student who's surviving off of scholarships and working. So, yeah, I don't have a ton of money to go around. So sometimes I look at $360 and think, what the hell? But then I think about it in terms of everyone has a hobby and everyone has something that they like to do. And $360 may seem like a lot, but if you think about how much you spend on your hobby, no one would think twice about someone spending $360 on video games. But because that's a non-female coded thing, it's fine. But when we come to female coded things, it's suddenly a big issue that we spend our money and enjoy these things. And I could make a whole video about how I feel about, certain hobbies being valued more than others, because that's a whole nother thing. But overall, I try not to feel guilty. I mean, I try and keep it in check so that I don't feel those feelings of guilt, because I don't think I should feel guilty for something I enjoy. Question number 3 is, do you ever feel FOMO about makeup releases? And yes, a little bit, but then I forget about it for a month and I don't care anymore. The latest thing for me has been that Lunar Beauty, oh goodness, it's the witchy one. I don't even know its name and I want it, and that's how bad I am. But that one looked really appealing to me, and every time I see it, I want it, but I know it's a bad idea for me because realistically, I'm not a bright color on the eyewear. I'm more of smoky grays and browns and then a really bold lip. And I feel like most people who I've seen use that palette and really love it have really bold eyes and a neutral lip, and that's just not me, and I don't like overdoing it on both because then I look kind of like a drag queen because I'm 6 feet tall, and so it's kind of questionable. Not that there's anything wrong with looking like a drag queen, but when going to work or going to school, it's not my ideal look. But yeah, that's the main one right now. It used to be Kat Von D stuff that I'd look at and really want, but that fell off. Question number 4 is, do you purchase or keep items simply because they are limited edition? And I don't purchase items because they're limited edition per se. but I do purchase backups of things that I really love. And then I just fool myself because I fall in love with them even more over the years and then they disappear anyway. So I don't know why I do that to myself. The Urban Decay lipsticks, I have one color called Doubt. It's a really nice bluish fiery red that I love so much, and it's discontinued, so I would say it's not limited edition that I struggle with, it's more discontinued, and also nothing's ever truly limited edition. That's what I've learned from the beauty community. Yay. It's just a marketing ploy, and I mean, I'd like to say that I can always see that, but I've seen some things that I'm like, ooh, maybe I want that, but it's gone, so who cares? It's not like I can have it anyway. Question number 5 is, would you be willing to pay more for a product that's sold out? No, I don't like price gouging. How about that? I don't think price gouging is right or just, but I understand how some people feel inclined to do it, especially with, what was it, Jeffree Star released his little peppermint highlighter thing and people have been price gouging that left and right. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't purchase old makeup or someone else's makeup at a hugely increased price, but I mean, if you really want it, but I don't personally do it. If it's gone, it's gone. I need to find a new one. I need to move on. I need to find something else I'm interested in. I'm very easily distracted by anything shiny, so it's not hard to move on. So, no. I never pay more for a product that's sold out because, quite frankly, a week later something else comes along and I don't care anymore. Question number 6 is, do you wish that you could spend more or less? That's a tough one. On makeup, I think I'm in a good place right now for like my financial situation. But overall, I'd love just to have more money to spend. I'd love more financial security to be able to like put into a savings account. I'm a very strict saver. I like to, hide away money, keep it for myself because I'm very worried about not having money in the future. So if I could spend money without having to think about it, like if someone just gave me a $500 gift card and said, go nuts, that would be wonderful. But at the same time, I don't really want more clutter in my life. I'm not really someone who enjoys having tons of things surrounding me. I get very stressed out just being cluttered and it feels like it crushes me. And I know some people feel like it's cozy when they have a lot of stuff, and like, all power to you. But for me, it feels like it's crushing me. It feels very stressful and anxiety inducing, and so I just prefer to have things I love and that's it. So, do I wish I could spend more or less? Depends. Depends on the day, depends on my mood, depends on how I'm feeling about my bank account. Question number 7 is, do you feel compelled to buy something when you see it in someone else's collection? And I'm definitely guilty of this. I recently saw some of Emily Hanhan's singles, and I'm so tempted to buy just a ton of those duochrome, multichrome, like super shifty. Like, I want them so badly. And then I can't remember who had it, but they had the Black Moon Cosmetics squid highlighter, and I've just been lusting after that. So I should really stop watching collection videos is what we've learned from this, because I'm a jealous human being who sometimes gets a little envious and sometimes wants those things and shouldn't have access to a bank card at times. So the next question is, do you buy more during the holidays? And the answer is no. Actually, I sway the complete opposite. I tend to buy less during the holidays because I start to realize how consumerist and how capitalist and how just crazy things get during the holidays. I hate going out shopping when it's the holidays because everyone's just so aggressive, they're so pushy. Where I live, I just don't like it, and I don't enjoy constantly having stuff shoved at me and shoved down my throat, like especially in like September and brands are releasing things for holiday, and I'm just so sick of that. Like it makes me want to like spite the brands and not buy anything. So no, I don't buy any holiday releases. I don't buy anything like that. I do buy gifts for other people. I really enjoy buying gifts for other people and really finding stuff that I think they'll love. So I do that, but my Ulta account goes stale in December and November because I just am so sick of people trying to get me to buy stuff, and I just don't want to partake in it. I feel like if I partake in it, it encourages them to do more of the marketing that I hate, so I just kind of retract my wallet. Number 9 is, have you ever hidden a makeup purchase from family or friends? No. I don't feel the need to hide my hobby. If you don't like how I spend my money, that's too bad. It's my money. I worked for it. I earned it. I can do what I want. Yeah, haven't ever felt the need to hide anything necessarily, but sometimes, like, I do have some friends who are into makeup a little bit, but they have, like, maybe, like, 2 or 3 palettes, and I'm sitting over here with, like, a whole stack. Like, I'm stacked to the top, and, like, sometimes when we go into, like, Sephora or Ulta, I'll be the one who's like, oh, I know all about this, and they'll be, like, looking at me like, okay, like, you know everything about everything in the store, why? So sometimes I do feel a need to hide my makeup knowledge a little, like, keep it buried, but not actual things. I mean, I think I spend my money responsibly enough where I don't feel like I need to hide it. And if I did feel like I need to hide it, I feel like I'd have to really take inventory and maybe, you know, go get help, because that's not a healthy space to be in where you feel like you have to hide something from people who are close to you, no matter what it is. That's typically the sign of some sort of addiction normally, and shopping addiction is a real thing. Can come in all different forms, but I've seen a lot in makeup where people just fall into this shopping addiction, so that would be something my radar would be going off. Question number 10. Do you have more than 10 items in your collection that you haven't used in over a month? So here's the thing. I think a lot of people like to think that they use all of their collection and that nothing goes to waste, and, oh, I don't have 10 things that I haven't used in over a month. But I don't have that big of a collection compared to a lot of people, and I did a little project for myself. I tracked what makeup I wore daily in spreadsheets for 2 or 3 months. 3 months. Yeah, it was 3 months. I tracked every single day what I was wearing, and then I tallied it, and there were things that went unused. I'm gonna be real. There were a couple eyeshadow palettes where I don't care, they probably need to be decolored, but I'm a hoarder. And then, there's like a mascara that I don't really like that I don't use, and so there's probably more than 10 items on that list where I just straight up didn't use them in 3 months, which is awful, but it's the truth. 11. Have you ever been pressured into buying something that you didn't want or need? Or if you couldn't afford it. Let's say that. I've definitely had salespeople try it with me, but I'm pretty good at saying, like, no thanks. Like, I remember going to a MAC counter. It was a MAC counter in Macy's with one of my friends, and they were really pressuring me to, like, buy a highlighter and buy a lipstick, and they were, like, even, like, trying to put it on me and stuff, and I'm like, no thank you. I'm not in the mood to buy a $40 highlighter. Goodbye. Like, I hate when they push stuff on you, though, and I don't know if it's just, but, like, when you go into Sephora or Ulta, especially around here, maybe it's just my Sephora and Ulta, if you're not wearing a full face, they'll, like, kind of side-eye you and, like, follow you around the store, and it's like, I'm not stealing anything, I know what I'm doing in here. So yeah, I feel a lot of pressure when going in beauty stores, and I don't really like that. 12. Do you purchase makeup items for collector's reasons? No. I don't have much of a collector mindset. Probably the closest is my boyfriend always buys me the Too Faced chocolate bar palettes, which I have 1, 2, 3 now. So I have 3 now of those, and I really love those, so sue me. They're a good neutral palette. They work for work or for class. I don't have to think about it when I put it on, and they're from him, so I love them. So that's probably the closest thing that I have that's, like, collector. I can't really think of anything else. I buy things because I like them. I don't buy things because I feel like I have to. Okay, 13. In your makeup journey, have you become less or more consumeristic? And I feel like everyone kind of falls on the same train where, like, you were kind of into makeup and then it spiked and you bought, like, way too much trying to figure out your style and what aesthetic you liked and what products you enjoyed, and then it kind of falls off because you're like, okay, I know I don't like jelly highlighters, I know I don't like liquid lipsticks, I can pass. So I feel like I definitely went through that curve of like, I want to buy everything, and now I know that bright palettes really aren't for me. I only need like a couple in my collection. I don't like liquid lipsticks, but I have some now. So yeah, I definitely went through that arc of like, buy everything, try everything, and now I'm kind of at the point where I'm definitely less consumeristic, where like, I only buy the things I like. That concludes this tag. If you liked it, if you want to participate, I'll have the questions down below so that, I tag you. I tag anyone who wants to do this. Thanks for watching my return, I suppose, and thanks for dealing with my lovely bare face. Yeah, check out Emily Hanhan, who I saw this from, and also 90s LoveChild, who's the creator. And hopefully I'll see you rather soon, sooner than 3 months, because that was just bad. So, thanks for watching.